Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're going to be installing a quad lock mount for the R3 in the fork stem. So I disassembled mine. I put back the bolt that originally comes with the R3, so we could do it from the beginning, and you guys can follow along. So I have here the parts and the pieces that you're going to need for your quad lock, and to take the quad lock the bolts out and to put the new bolts in. So we're going to go through them. First, you're going to need a torque wrench. This bolt is in there at 70 foot-pounds, and I'm going to put up a picture of what the Yamaha dealership did to my bike when they torqued it. It needs to be 70 foot-pounds, so this is what the torque wrench is for. Next, you're just going to need a regular handle to attach. I think you could actually use the torque wrench. I have two different size adapters, so I just needed this guy to adapt the I don't actually remember what size adapter this is, but it's pretty big. I want to say like ½ inch. But yeah, if your adapters are the same, you're only going to need one of these guys. And then you're going to need a couple different sockets. So first, you're going to need a 22mm socket to get this guy off. And then to put the new guy on, you're going to need a 17mm socket. So only two, 22 and 17 is what you're going to need for this specific replacement. And then coming over to the parts, or the pieces that you're going to have, this is the new bolt that is going to screw into the fork stem that we are going to lock in at 70 foot-pounds of torque. This is the vibration dampener, which is 100% necessary if you don't want your phone to be destroyed. The camera sensor in your phone has sensors that can get messed up from the vibrations of the bike. So I 110% recommend getting the vibration dampener. It's only a couple extra dollars, and it's 100% worth it. I've heard a bunch of horror stories of people that didn't get the vibration dampener, and they ruined their phone camera, which costs a couple $100s to replace. So spend the $30 and get this thing. It's 100% worth it. Don't skimp out on it. Next, you're going to need the quad lock ball adapter and the quad lock case, which I don't have my phone in my pockets in my backpack, but you're going to need the quad lock case for your specific phone as well. And then you're going to need this RAM ball joint adapter thing. So this is the ball adapter. It's supposed to look like this, and it's going to adapt to the bolt that we put in. It's going to be a funky setup, but it's what you got to do with this poor bike. I was going to say another word, but I'm not going to call my bike that. But yeah, that should be it. Oh, and then a screwdriver with this like hexa bolt. I don't really know anything about this. I kind of just found this in my toolbox, and it just so happened to work. You're going to need it to screw this part in right here. I can't tell you how big this is, but hopefully you guys have something that is about this size that will fit in there. Sorry, I can't be more helpful there, unfortunately. I'll try and find this and link it in the description along with all this other stuff. But yeah, good luck. So let's get started. It's pretty simple. We're going to take out the bolt that comes with the Yamaha R3. So this is going to be your 22mm socket. It's super easy to take out. I mean, you might actually have to take... oh yeah, something you should do is lock your bike in place so there's no wiggle, and, you know, be here to brace your bike. Put your body weight on it while you are taking this bolt out. It'll make it easier so your bike doesn't fall over. But yeah, take it out. It'll be probably a little hard at first, but mine's already loosened up, so I'm just going to take it out and put it away. So next, we're going to get the bolt replacement. I'm going to have it linked in the description of this one that I'm using. And this ball is probably going to be connected, so you're going to have to use your device to unscrew it. And once it's unscrewed, then we can bolt it into place. So we're just going to put this off to the side for now. We're just going to need this guy. So this guy is going to go into that hole that we just took the other bolt out, and we're going to screw it in as much as you can with our fingers. And this is where the torque wrench comes in. So the way So the way a torque wrench works is you're going to see all these numbers on stay. So you're going to see all these numbers here, and it's going to say torque with an arrow. So you're basically going to undo this thing right here. You're going to pull it down, and you're just going to move it. We're going to need 70 foot-pounds. So because we need 70, we want it to end up on the 70 line with the 0. So this is basically pounds here, and these are like singular digits, so 1 through 9, and then these are the tens. So I think this goes from like 40 to 100. So we need the 70. So it's on the 70 right now, and it's lined up with the 0. So that's 70 foot-pounds. So we're going to torque this thing into place, and we're going to wait for it to click. I actually have my ear protectors in because I was just riding my bike, so I might not actually be able to hear it. So I'm actually going to take my helmet off and take those out just in case it does click and I don't hear it. So let me do that real quick. Alrighty guys, I took my little earbuds out, my ear protectors, so I can hear this thing click. I can actually hear so much now, like it's crazy. So yeah, let's just put this thing in there. Again, this is the 17mm socket that's attached to the torque wrench, and we're just gonna put this guy on here. We're gonna want to do it at an angle where we can actually torque it. So here we go, and there we go. Okay, that was actually really easy. That was 70 foot-pounds. It clicked. We're at 70 right here. And so that thing is torqued correctly. Super easy, super simple. Next, we're going to move on to the actual quad lock. So get that ball piece that you had, and we're going to screw that guy in, because this is going to connect to our actual adapter thing, like the RAM mount adapter that is going to connect to the quad lock. So let's screw that guy back in with this weird hexa bit on the screwdriver. Turn that, and we're probably going to want this thing in here pretty nice and tight. So I'm going to screw it, and that feels pretty tight right there. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Maybe this bit wasn't the right one. Anyway, it worked. So I think we're done with the tools for now. We're going to be using this tiny hexa that comes with every ball or every quad lock piece to screw it in. Next, we're going to take quad lock and kind of just build it right now, since it's basically taken apart. So when you get the ball adapter, it's going to come like this. It's going to come with a blue one. This one's from another one that I had. You're going to want to get your hexa wrench, and it's going to be in there tight. You're going to want to pull it out and take it apart. So it's 2 pieces. I already have mine connected to the RAM mount because it was connected to the bike earlier, but you don't have to do that just yet if you don't want to. I think it's probably going to be easier because you have a little more to grip. But we're going to put the vibration dampener connecting to the ball adapter that we just took off the connector for the phone case, and we're just going to screw it in. Screw, 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 screw your adapter, screw it nice and tight. Sorry guys. Anyway, so this guy is now screwed in. Feels pretty locked in there. If you want to do it really tight, you can. I mean, I'm not going to judge you, but I try to do mine pretty tight too. So why would I? And then you're just going to get the other piece, and you're going to connect it as well. So yeah, you're just going to do the same thing. Screw using the hexa. Screw, screw, screw your hexa. Screw it nice and tight. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for singing. And yeah, there you go. That's your little piece right there. So now you basically completed everything. It's super quick, super simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this so that we can see the 2 parts individually. So this is going to connect to your phone case. Let me pause the video here and let me grab my phone so I can show you guys. Okay, so this is what your phone case is going to look like. It's going to be, tailored to whatever phone you have. I have an iPhone. And it's going to have this quad lock here. So this is what actually locks your phone into place. So this bit here that says quad lock is going to go here, and it's going to turn and click into place and you're going to hear a snap. That's how you know it's into place. I'm gonna put this guy back in my pocket, but yeah, that's one piece. One piece of reference, maybe. And then this is the second piece, and this is the third piece. So now you're gonna do something cool. You're gonna put this ball in there. I like to have it like this, so that the push is on the right side, and I can push it and unlock my phone that way. And then you're gonna disconnect. You're just gonna connect these two pieces together and start tightening it. Because your bike is super sideways right now, you're probably gonna have to adjust this at some point, unless you do it right now. I like to turn it, with the bike handlebars so that it's kind of more upright with your phone. But yeah, just want to tighten it until it is nice and secured there, because you don't want this thing falling out. And that's really tight. So there we go. You have now installed your quad lock. You can get your phone, which mine is in my pocket, and you can lock it into place. Okay. There you go. So you're going to have to probably do some adjustments. You have to remember your bike is slanted right now, so when it's upright, it'll probably be more facing this way, but that's basically it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I hope this helped, and if you have any questions, yeah, ask away. I will link the parts in the video description, but I hope you all learned something, and hopefully this works out for you. This seemed to be like the internet's best way of doing mounting on the R3. So I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, ride safe out there, guys, and see ya. Bye.